Hey guys, welcome back to another JavaScript programming tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to be talking about promises, what they are in JavaScript and how to use them. So promises are, did I just spell it right? Yeah, I think that's right. So anyway, promises are like really important in JavaScript because what they allow you to do is actually they allow you to start writing async code, and that's like doesn't seem that important, but because of how JavaScript works since with the web, you're usually going to be making a lot of async calls and calls to like APIs and things, and so you're going to be working in async a lot. So promises are like pretty vital. Like it's one of the things which you need to understand when you're using JavaScript, and that's why I'm going to show you guys how to use them. So it's pretty simple. Let's just say we have a function or something which we know is going to take a lot of time. So let's just call this function that takes lots of time. Okay, so this is our really long function, and just do this, and let's just say it loops through a list, or let's just say it loops through for like 1,000,000 iterations or something, or let's just say so 1,000,000,000 just to make it even longer, and let's just add 1 to I every time. Okay, so this is our function which takes a really long time, and obviously you don't want it to be waiting for this, so let's just say return finished. Okay, so now let's say we have another function which is just going to be, let's just call this our main function, and this is our main function, right? Like we do all of our code in this, so we have some code here, and then we want to call this function. So let's console.log this started, and then let's console.log finished here, and let's just run this. So I'm just going to call this main function, and let's actually run this. Okay, and you'll see started, and it just takes a really long time, and while this is still happening, it actually makes your page unresponsive. Like you can see the loading bar up here still loading, and you can see just how unresponsive the page was while that was happening. So what you can do here, I'm just going to delete this. So what we can actually do here is we can actually create a promise which is going to prevent this from actually stopping the page from syncing, and it's gonna make it so it actually works in async. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a promise, new promise, and then we have resolve and reject, but sometimes you're never going to reject, so you can just keep the resolve there, and then we can just return this promise over here. And now if we just put all of this code in here but replace this return with a resolve and then finished. So now what we can do is, it's not actually going to do anything yet. Like you'll see, if we just leave it like this, it's still going to take ages, and this page is still loading here, still hasn't done anything here, and now it's finished. So yeah, but what we can do now is if we do .then create a function over here. So now I can like just go past this just like this, like that, and oh wait, actually let's just write over here, let's write finished after function, and then in here you can see that if I refresh it and just wait, and yeah, you can see that this is called. So basically what we did here is, if we have a function here, right, and we need its item, and this is actually mainly used in APIs and things because you might want to take some data in. So if you want to get the value of what was here, then you can just call the value there, and then you can actually get the value here like this, and then just use it there. And if you can imagine, this is an API call, right? So you have your API call here, and you need to wait until this is finished before you can actually use it here, which is why you do this, and then you do .then, which helps it you actually have the data. Whereas if you just had something like value equals function that takes lots of time, and then you wanted to use value here, you actually can't do that because the value hasn't been got yet. And whereas this is going to be running in real time, you need to wait a few milliseconds to get the value from the function or API call. So yeah, that's basically what promises are. They allow you to write asynchronous code, not really async, but kind of just waiting until it's finished. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in a future tutorial. Bye.